Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. This week's video is the 6-month recap of my 23 goals for 2023.
Hey, I am Nocciola the Drawer, an artist and adventurer from the UK. Let's get creative.
If you've seen any of my previous videos, each year at the start of the year I create a huge list of goals, so 23 for the year 2023, and I share with you my progress every 3 months on where I am, truthfully, on all of the goals. So let's dive into this week's video, see where I am at 6 months into my 23 goals of 2023. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere this year with my goals. If you saw last year, maybe I'm just comparing to myself, but I was doing quite well, I feel. I've set myself up for the first 6 of these goals I'm not making any progress with. So anyone where I'm not making any progress, I'm just gonna skip and move to the next. Number 1, paint a mural in every country I've lived. No, I haven't even started this one. And I feel like I put this goal in because it's an ultimate goal for me, not just a yearly goal, so that I actually start working towards it. But I think I've overwhelmed myself with trying to get the 7 countries a mural in it. So what I think I'm gonna do is try and focus on one country the rest of the year, not think about all the other ones, and then I'm gonna break up this goal throughout the years because I'm not making any progress, and I think it's because it feels too big as one goal and it needs breaking down. Number 2, painting ski resort or mountain, no progress with this. Number 3, paint a basketball court, no progress with this. Organise a group exhibition for women artists, no further with this. Do a cross-cultural collab mural, no further with this, but I have talked to a few people about it and how I could possibly make it happen. No progress I feel, but it's out there. Number 6, finally, one that I've done. Number 6, do more digital illustrated murals. I've actually did 2 banners for Durham University for St Aidan's, and so they are murals that I illustrated. I actually hand painted them as well in a different part of the college, but these are the digitally illustrated mural design printed on banners, and then they're put in their dining hall, which I got to see the other night when I was there for dinner. I still want to put that out there and do more of these things. I can officially tick that off that I've made progress, and that really helps when we're at number 6 already. Number 7, create a clay bust. And I've done this one, and it's also because I've done it as part of the next one, which if you saw my 3-month video, you'll see I delve into this one, number 8, apply for funding. So I have created a clay bust. I really enjoyed it. I loved working with clay. Haven't worked with clay since I was a kid. I created a human. I borrowed a kiln from a local college, and I went in and talked to the kids there about being an artist, and the kids that are studying art. It was really good, and I would like to do more. But yay, done a clay bust. Yeah, so number 8 was apply for funding. So I did that at the beginning of the year, January, and my goal was just to apply, but I actually got it. I got the Develop Your Creative Practice funding. It's developing my practice into sculpture. So some of the ones in this year's list were to try sculpture, so I can tick some of those off. Focusing on some other things that aren't on the list, it can feel like I'm not making progress, but a good old spreadsheet does help, and colour coding like what's in progress, what's ideas. Number 9, create a soft sculpture. And this is, I wanted to experiment with lots of different types of sculpture, and soft sculpture is one of them. I've experimented with a few different things haven't worked, things are working. I've had to get the sewing machine out, which I haven't used in a long time because I used to be a fashion designer. We have a bit of a love-hate relationship, but I've got it out to make soft sculpture, so it's in progress. Augmented reality mural, no further with this, but I've got an idea of how I could do it. It's not quite as complicated as I originally had the idea of, and how I would make it happen. So we'll see if I can do that, and it's something to do with the little GIF animations that I did at the beginning of the year for Red January. So let's see if I can make it work. Number 11, create an inflatable sculpture. Again, another type of sculpture I want to try, and I was finding this difficult because I was trying to do like, so online to make like a pattern, you could use plastic bags and fuse them together. That wasn't really working. Anyway, eventually this week I've managed to do a plastic bag one to get an idea of the form and shape. And now I also know what I'm going to use to create an actual one. I'm getting there. Not finished, but in progress. Number 12, make and send out a monthly newsletter. And this one I have been sticking to for the last 3 months. And I'm enjoying it because I know what way I'm going with my newsletter. It's called Creative Joy, and I share challenges for people each month, some inspiration, some meetups, some creative communities, and I've had people contact me about reading my newsletter because that's what you want. Yeah, I really want to get together a whole community that are wanting to use their imagination and use their creativity, and that's what the newsletter's for. I'm going to keep doing it for the rest of the year, and this month's one goes out today. Number 13 is grow YouTube. It's going slowly. I'm getting there. I'm now on 309 subscribers. I remember that feeling like it was impossible. I've got some videos that are connecting with people are commenting. I remember it was only over my mum and dad before. Thanks mum and dad for the support, and my boyfriend. I just need to keep working on it. I'm doing shorts, I'm doing my weekly video on Sunday. And at the beginning of the year, I was feeling like I didn't have time to do it, and I still feel a bit time poor. And whether I'm hitting it right all the time with YouTube. It's growing, I'm getting there. The aim was to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I've got 100 more since the beginning, so still a long way to go. So if you know anyone that wants to dream big and explore their creativity, share the channel with them and ask them to subscribe and join us. Number 14 was try gouache painting. I bought them, I have used them twice. They are going to be a fun way to draw with colour quickly, and it helped me work out a mural that I was trying to work on that was a bit different to get kind of colour combos together. Number 15, add to my Creative Explorer series of postcards, a series that I do about all my travelling, an illustrated series of postcards, and I've been adding to this every month. I've caught up from last month in the 3-month video. I was behind. I am now, just this month's one is started, not finished. I will have to catch up if I don't finish it by the end of the month. The rest of them I have. Number 16, Paint More Part of Me series. Nope. Number 17, work on my website. No, I haven't done this one either. I have done more research and actually found a kind of format that I would like my website to look like, because I wasn't really happy with the layout and kind of the dividing up of the murals and illustration on my current website. I now know, I just got to put it into action. I've got a lot more work that I've done that isn't up on my website, so I need to do this. Number 18, create a rainbow lighthouse sculpture. I haven't done this, but I am progressing with learning how to sculpt the whole female body, and I have done that with non-drying clay, which is what you do to create the sculpture that you would then create a mould from. Now I have the skills and the techniques that I could make that and then mould it in something else, or I can think about it as a light sculpture, which is one of the things that I'm going to experiment with as part of my funding. Let's get that rainbow lighthouse out there in 3D. Number 19, grow my illustration portfolio. At the beginning of this year, I took a course called Make Your Mark with Inky Goodness, which is an illustration course, and they set lots of different briefs to illustrate different services, different products, different brands. I have grown my portfolio, tried lots of different things, including working on big hands, thinking about book spot illustrations. It really pushed me to think about different products, different brands, different ways to use my style, even if it's not my usual colour palette. It's really fun and I really enjoyed it, and an amazing, great creative group. So now I just need to put everything that I learned and all of the work I created from that and start sending it out to creative directors and brands that I want to collaborate with. That's not on my goal sheet, but the whole point of growing my illustration portfolio was so that I could do that. Number 20, illustrate more female adventure stories. No, I haven't done this. 21, create for different surfaces. Now that was quite vague. It was just the idea that I don't want to just create for walls. I have created standing boards, which is an installation piece, so it's very different. Still a flat surface, but it's a 3D piece that people can interact with, and I did that for a festival in Durham for Durham World Heritage Day by Shakespeare and the First Folio, and it was a collaboration with academic at Durham University, so very different way of working, but really fun. She was amazing, had a lot of knowledge, and it was really fun to create the designs from her knowledge and to then see people interacting with it. Number 22, get more artwork on public transport. Nope. Number 23, collaborate with more artists. So at the beginning of the year, I collaborated with Seventh Pencil, which I talked about in the previous video. And I have been working with other artists, but not in a way of creating a piece together. I did learn some amazing spray paint skills from Durham Spray Paints, and we're in a mural festival together next week. Interacting with more artists, I think, is definitely what's been happening, and let's see where it goes. Okay, so that is my 6-month recap for my 23 goals for 2023. I went through quite fast, very honest. How are you getting on with your goals? How do you feel your progress is going? How do you feel about where you are? I know I felt like I'm not making much progress, but I have been planting seeds and trying to make progress in a lot of the different areas, and there are a lot that I've started and are growing, so by the end of the year should be fulfilled. But it is about the journey and seeing how you can get towards the goals that you would like to. So I'd love to know an update. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on with yours. Which goal have you really targeted, and how do you feel about it? This year I think I set a lot of different goals that were really big, and so of course you're not going to have as much progress with them if they are so big. It's going to take time. So just remember, keep going, work towards those goals, use that creativity and enjoy the progress. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next creative adventure.
Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell.